XRP is right now gearing up for a huge move here in the immediate short term, and today could be a very volatile day as there are a lot of events that are going to take place here in the immediate short term. So in this video, guys, I want to talk about this and I want to give you my honest expectations, my view here on the current price action here of XRP, what to expect in the short term, what to expect in the midterm. Guys, let's talk about that. Don't forget to like the video, of course, and let's get straight into it. So guys, this is XRP's 4-hourly time frame, and I've actually spotted a very nice W pattern or double bottom formation. XRP already broke the neckline here at approximately $2.57. We even had a retest yesterday, I believe, and we are right now seeing that continuation to the upside. Still fairly weak, I have to be honest, but the technical price target is around $3 here of this formation, provided that we hold above $2.57 here in the immediate short term. Now, today, of course, could be very volatile for the whole market because we will have the FOMC interest rate decision today, and Fed Chair Jerome Powell is going to give a press conference after, and that could, of course, trigger a lot of volatility. Currently, there is about, I would say, a 97% chance of a 25 basis point rate cut this Wednesday, but if we see any different outcomes, of course, then do expect major volatility. Tomorrow could also be extremely volatile as the president of the United States is going to meet the president of China, and if they sign a trade deal, then yeah, that could be very bullish for markets. So pay attention to these events. Here I made a very interesting comparison here with the Wall Street cheat sheet and XRP's price action on the weekly scale. And this is interesting because it looks as if XRP is actually following this trajectory to the upside. And as of right now, guys, we haven't seen any euphoria in the space just yet. So yeah, will we follow this exact pathway to the upside here in the next few weeks, in the next few months? That of course would be amazing, but that of course remains to be seen. Now, if you look at XRP from a different perspective, this is actually the 3-daily time frame, and here I've enabled the Gaussian channel. Usually if you trade above the Gaussian channel, it indicates strong bullish momentum. If you trade below the Gaussian channel, it indicates weakness. Right now we are trading below the Gaussian channel because recently with that massive liquidation event in crypto, we broke below the Gaussian channel, and we are right now seeing a retest from below of the median line. And we have seen that in 2 occasions in the past here, in the recent past. The last one was actually at the beginning of July this year, and the time before that was actually in November of last year. And in both cases, XRP exploded to the upside shortly after that. So are we going to see another huge explosion to the upside very soon for XRP and for crypto? That of course would be amazing. And if you look at it from a different perspective, on this chart I've actually disabled the candle wicks. So this XRP chart only focuses on the candlestick closest on the 3-daily time frame, and here you can actually see this curved support line in the color white, and XRP is very well respecting this trend line. So according to this trend line, the trend is going to continue to the upside, and we are soon going to enter that parabolic phase, and that would of course be amazing if that exactly plays out like that. Now, the last thing that I want to show you here in terms of XRP's price action is actually this compression that is right now going on here on the 3-daily time frame. We have this downward resistance line and this upward support line, and price is getting compressed in an apex, and at some point we are going to see the breakout either up or down, of course. As of right now, there is a higher probability for us to break to the upside since the market structure is still bullish, is still in an uptrend. I'm still focused on the upside. I think that is currently the highest probability, but it's of course not just XRP. HBAR is also looking very interesting. I made a very interesting video yesterday about HBAR. If you haven't watched it on the channel, make sure to do so. And guys, if you want to buy or trade XRP or any other altcoin, I would highly recommend you to do that over on Phemex or AscendEX. Use my links down below in the video description to claim huge welcome bonuses on these exchanges. Basically, the more you deposit, the higher your deposit bonus. Also keep in mind that Phemex and both AscendEX have very low trading fees, one of the lowest in the industry. So I would highly recommend it. Check it out if you're interested. Continuing here with the video, here we have XRP's liquidation heat map, and what we still can see, as I'm saying each and every day, is that most of the liquidity is currently still stacked up above the current price. Below us there is barely any liquidity, and price typically goes after the highest liquidity in the market. So expect a short squeeze, expect to move higher sooner rather than later here for XRP and for crypto. I also made this very interesting comparison between Bitcoin's price action in Q4 of 2023 on the left hand side of your screen, and on the right hand side of the screen we can see Q4 of XRP in 2025, and it looks like XRP is following this exact pathway of Bitcoin back in 2023 when BTC went from $24,000 all the way to new all-time highs. And yeah, you have to admit this market structure looks fairly similar to what we saw with Bitcoin. So will it play out exactly like that? Most likely not, but I do believe that there is some truth there in this comparison. Now, what is also interesting is that the US stock market just made a new all-time high, and typically risk on assets tend to follow after. So is this liquidity gonna flow into crypto very soon? I think there is a high probability, especially since the gold price broke down significantly over the past few days and is right now trading below $4,000 again, which is a very good sign that liquidity is going to rotate into risk on assets, into crypto, into XRP, guys. So for now, to conclude this video, I'm extremely bullish on XRP. Watch out for that $2.57. If we close below it with a daily candle, then unfortunately this immediate upside pressure would be invalidated here for XRP. But if we hold it, then I do believe that there is a high chance that we could retest the $3 area anytime soon. Also, guys, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram, because I'm posting a lot of additional crypto content, XRP updates, which I cannot always post here on YouTube. Check it out if you're interested. Official link down below. For now, I want to thank you all for watching, for the support. See you very soon in another XRP update. Bye bye.